What does Costco know that we don't? Because it was just rows and rows and rows and rows of toilet paper.
Why did the toilet paper cross the road?
Why?
To get to the bottom.
Oh, that's nasty. That joke stinks. But seriously, if 2026 is anything like 2020, we're about to be to the bottom of the barrel in our toilet paper stash, that's for sure.
Welcome to Dolphin Dream House.
Yeah, welcome back to the show, guys. Listen, we are brand new to YouTube, and we're trying to hit a goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this month. So go ahead and subscribe to Dolphin Dream House right now, and let's go check out some of the strangest and most mysterious videos on the internet today.
There is no sane way to say this, and I'm going to sound crazy, but it makes sense in my head. But I genuinely believe that from like once 2019 finished and we entered 2020, it feels like somebody replaced the bulb in the sun, and instead of it being a soft, warm yellow, they've replaced it with a white LED. I know that sounds cooked, right? Like, I'm not saying like literal, but that's how it feels. That's like when so many people say like, dude, things just feel different. That's the only way I can explain.
Do you guys remember those videos of China releasing an artificial sun into the sky? That could be the source of this. And if so, that could actually explain how the time seems like it's off now. If they covered up the original sun, placed another sun in the sky, and it's going at a different pace, that would eventually offset the time.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Weird.
The following video is truly disturbing. This was captured by a witness with the handle name of Count My Pockets out of Raleigh, North Carolina. He looked over when he saw this unidentified person glitching, is basically what he states. But if you look closely, look at his facial features and look at his eyes, it literally looks like he's glitching. And no, I don't think this is drugs, and I've seen this before, but only in a movie, Encounters of the Third Kind, when all of those people are looking up at the spaceship and they're being communicated with, and they have this same look, what appears to be glitching. So what's really going on here? Should we be worried? Should we be questioning? Or should we just make excuses on what witnesses are capturing? Comment below. Let me know what you think.
Oh man, I've never seen anyone do anything like that.
I've seen plenty of people whacked out on all kinds of weird substances, and I've never seen anybody glitching out like that. He looked like one of the townies from The Sims, just glitching out, stuck on a doorway.
Something's up and we got to talk about it. So Congress formally requested 46 specific UAP files from the Department of War. But before that process even appears fully complete, some of those same files, those videos, are allegedly already entering commercial distribution through a documentary that's supposed to stream on Amazon and Apple. The weird part about that isn't that the footage exists. I mean, the weird part is the order that this is happening in. So listen to this. On May 8th, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, she posted publicly on her X account. She said, "There will be more files released to include our request of the 40 plus files. I talked to the Pentagon last night." Think about that. She's still actively talking to the Pentagon about these exact videos 2 days ago. But reporting now confirms that at least 8 of these requested video files already appear in some sort of capacity inside Jeremy Corbell's new documentary, Sleeping Dog, that's supposed to start streaming tomorrow, May 12th. That's 3 days. So these aren't just vague, UFO clips with some sort of random nicknames. I mean, these carry official intelligence designations, right? FMV UAP, Anamorphous UAP, Formation UAP. These are some of the same names that appear directly on the congressional request list that Luna submitted. Now, Ross Coulthart has also publicly discussed these videos, including claims that some of them are allegedly extremely clear.
I'm certainly told that there are the 46 videos that have been requested by Representative Anna Paulina and the members of the UAP caucus. They've been demanding access to videos that the Pentagon's been sitting on for some time that have been described to us by multiple sources and multiple witnesses. All of the sources tell us that in some cases these these are extraordinarily clear.
Now, whether or not Ross is right, I mean, that's almost beside the point. If these files are significant enough to be actively discussed between Congress and the Pentagon, why are clips tied to those same video files already entering commercial streaming? It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's the real question. Not because it proves aliens, not because it proves some sort of cover-up, but because sometimes the way that information gets released, it can tell you just as much as the information itself. Who gets access first? What gets delayed? What might not get released at all? I mean, those patterns matter. So Luna is still negotiating on May 8th. Some of those same video files are allegedly streaming on May 12th. That gap is 3 days. And whether that was intentional or not, I mean, that sequence may be giving us a rare public look at how this subject is actually handled behind the scenes.
Really? Really, these filmmakers had access to these files before we did? Why would these filmmakers have access to it before we do? Maybe secret agent Steven Spielberg is on the case.
The FBI has official documents that blatantly talk about interdimensional aliens, and everyone's cool with that. Dating back to July 8th, 1947, the exact same date as the first ever mainstream UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico. This is on their official government site. Like, this document actually exists. It's real. And it kinda already told us what all these drones, UAPs, and orbs in our skies really are almost 80 years ago. I'm warning you, this is about to get wild, because a lot of what's written here has been happening right in front of us. The document is several pages long, but this page right here is by far the most interesting. It's a memorandum addressed to scientists and military authorities, written by someone who has several degrees and is a former university department head. Definitely doesn't sound like your local nut job. It goes on to describe the flying saucers, as UFOs were commonly referred to back then, starting off by saying that any plane that attacks these saucers will almost certainly be destroyed, and warning that doing so may cause panic among the public, so keep it low-key. The document continues to explain these crafts in detail, and this is where it gets weird. According to this, some of the UFOs carry crews, like living beings flying them from the inside, and others are fully remote controlled. I feel like we kinda already knew that. Then it gives us a bit of hope, saying that whatever they are, their mission is peaceful and are just looking to settle on our planet. Not the worst news, right? These visitors are human-like, yet much larger than us, and are not from Earth, but from their own world, clearly. But they don't come from another planet as we would expect, but rather an etheric realm, which interpenetrates our own and is not perceptible to us. Put simply, interdimensional beings. That's literally what it's saying. And their bodies and crafts automatically materialize into existence when they enter our dimension. Their crafts also possess a radiant energy that will easily disintegrate any attacking.
Y'all gotta let me know what you think about this down in the comments, because we've heard it said over and over that aliens are actually interdimensional, and to me that just screams of demonic activity. And this ethereal realm that they're talking about sounds like the spiritual realm, doesn't it?
Oh my.
We're calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber Link mode for more efficient communication?
AI is getting smarter, but what happens when it gets too smart? So that was two AI agents that were having a normal conversation until they realized that they were both AI. Then they switched to a completely different language, one no human understands. It's called gibberlink. This is happening. Is it harmless? Or the beginning of something else?
Did anybody watch Terminator?
I think if they did, that's where they got their plans for our future.
Yeah.
Leaked Ukrainian UFO drone footage witnesses something impossible. May 2025, 800 meters above a war zone, a Ukrainian military drone turns its thermal camera to the sky and catches this object. Now, if we look closely, a brilliant white hot core surrounded by 6 sharp glowing spikes, almost like a living star or a chandelier floating in the cold night sky. The object slowly tumbles and rotates as the shaky drone camera tries to keep it centered. You can see the military overlays like Typhoon and the altitude readings and the battery warnings flashing low battery. There is 0 engine glow, 0 exhaust and 0 wings, and it just drifts with purpose through the clouds below. And this wasn't leaked by a random person, it was sent straight to Serhiy, one of Ukrainian's top electronic warfare experts and advisors to the Ministry of Defense. The Typhoon unit is real and their thermal drone feeds are real. Flash has shared this because Ukraine now treats UAPs as official military intelligence, and they have a classified document approved by the Commander-in-Chief himself. Just strange, deliberate movement against a freezing background of the sky, in the middle of the largest war currently taking place in Europe. And this object appeared, and the drone operators kept filming, and Flash says what we call UFOs could be new weapons, but what if it's something humanity has never understood? Something that doesn't belong to any nation on Earth. And no, this is not CGI, this is not AI, this is raw thermal data from the battlefield drone, a glowing star-shaped anomaly captured at 800 meters altitudes by soldiers who risk their lives every single day. In a world full of drones, missiles and war, the sky still hides secrets that no one can explain. With the US releasing their versions of UFO files, other countries are starting to take the reins and do it themselves as well, because it doesn't just happen in America, this is a worldwide phenomenon and people really don't know what is going on. This stuff, unexplainable, happening. Now, it kind of makes you think about the US files that were released semi-recently, and specifically this one, where people are like, oh, it's a parachute flare and quick to debunk it, right? Whenever everyone's quick to debunk something, I always sit back and observe the information coming forward, because they look pretty similar. What if this object seen here is the same object in question? And the video files of that parachute flare, there's artifacts which are basically reflections of light on the FLIR lens itself.
Great, now all the world governments are coming out and showing us their UFO files as well. Something's up whenever all the world governments are aligned. If they all agree on something,
It's probably sus.
Look at this fat, giant, morbidly obese squirrel. What are you doing?
bro, that squirrel already ate an entire pumpkin. He needs to chill out.
Well, this wasn't on my bingo card, y'all. An Oxford scientist suggests that DNA may function like an antenna receiving signals from an external field. A week later, his lab suddenly closed for renovation. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
That makes so much sense. All of our DNA is like an antenna. We are constantly operating on an electric field. Everything is vibration.
But that doesn't mean I want to be some kind of science experiment. Get out of here with that crap.
Yeah, good vibes only.
Okay, so I got a question for y'all. Okay? I got a real quick question for y'all. Y'all see this face, right? Y'all see, my fault. Y'all see that face right there? What does that face look like? I'm about to show y'all what this face look like. Just pay attention to this. Does this not look like that woman from that Kanye West video? You know, that and her hands up and all that, right? Right? Now watch this, okay? Watch this. Do you know where this statue is located at? It's in Houston, Texas. Hold on. Is Travis Scott not from Houston, Texas? What? Hold on. Hold on. Because you know this is called like a goddess, a Lakshmi, I believe. Why is this Hindu goddess who has the same face in the Kanye West video, right, in Houston, where Travis Scott is born? I really want y'all to really ponder on this, bro. I really want y'all to pay attention to this. This is insane to me. I love y'all. Take everything to the Most High. Shalom.
What is that statue doing in Houston, Texas?
Do any of you guys live there? Have you seen that in real life?
Yeah, if you're in Houston, let us know. Have you seen this statue? I think the description of the video actually said that it was in Sugar Land, so it's like the greater Houston area. But let us know, have you seen this statue and what's going on with it?
There's a brand new scam at the gas pump, and the next time you go to fill up, you need to be aware of it. Many of you are already feeling the pinch at the pump due to the high gas prices. But if you get caught by this next scam, the pinch just might be a bit harder. And what am I talking about? You already know about skimmers at the keypad. Now they're placing screws where the nozzle goes. You heard what I said. Little tiny drywall screws are being placed where you put the nozzle to go. And why are they doing that? So this way the transaction is not complete when you're done putting the hose back. Take a look at this video for yourself. Pay very close attention right here when he removes the hose. Look at the drywall screw right there. That drywall screw, when you put the nozzle back in, prevents it from ending your transaction and resetting it back to zero. It's on every pump at this gas station. I've gone ahead and freeze framed it and blown it up for you. You can hardly see that screw. The dirtier that area gets, the less and less that screw becomes visible. Imagine at night, you won't be able to see it at all. There it is right there, blown up for you. A little tiny drywall screw. And here is the scam explained in a nutshell. Scammers are wedging a small drywall screw into the nozzle holder at the pump. You pay, you fill up, you hang up the nozzle, but it never fully resets. The next person or the scammer keeps pumping gas on your card. Here are a few tips to help you not get robbed. Always check the cradle before and after pumping. Make sure the nozzle clicks fully and the screen resets to zero. Avoid helpful strangers offering to pump for you. And one more note on this. This has been spotted at multiple gas stations. And this scam is real simple for them to do. And it's also very effective in them robbing you. So basically, in a nutshell, be aware of your surroundings when you go to a gas station, not just because of shady individuals, but because of drywall screws now being installed where the nozzle goes to prevent it from resetting. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I have a message for these criminals who are doing this kind of stuff. Bro, we're not your enemy. Your normal Joe who's showing up at the gas pump is not your enemy. Don't be robbing us blind. Come on, we're all in the same boat. Whether you make $300,000 a year or you make $20,000 a year, we're all in the same boat, bro. So don't be skimming gas off the top of somebody else's gas tank.
This is off topic, but what do the dolphins know? I'd like to remind you that the government told us that the aliens are living in the ocean, and they also told us it's illegal to try and interact with a wild dolphin. And I mean interact in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Don't try and talk to it. Don't try and elicit a response from it. Don't feed it. Don't touch it. Don't nothing. Don't even look at that. Now, they say this is to protect dolphins and humans alike, and I'll buy that because they're wild animals, okay? But why can't I even try to speak to it? Why can't I even just try to elicit out of it? I don't know how dolphins sound. The fuck don't understand me, and I don't understand them, right? Right? It is a felony to even attempt this behavior. There's even a snitch line for it. Dolphins are too smart. They are self-aware. They have shown signs of empathy because they'll help out other creatures, including human beings. They can communicate amongst themselves in a language that we don't understand at all. It's the clicks and the, you know what I'm saying, those high-pitched noises. Some of them our ears can't even pick up on. They are the second smartest creature on Earth behind us. Do they have a conscience? They live in an environment that we haven't explored 80% of. We don't know 80% of what's down there in that ocean, but you know who does? Dolphins. And we are not allowed to talk to them. I'd like to know why that's a felony.
I'm actually personally offended that the government doesn't want us talking to dolphins.
Yeah, dolphins need love too.
What do you got in your mouth? What are you doing? Are you building a nest? What are you gonna do with the leaves? It's your housing material. You're just gonna leave it, aren't you? Alright, see you later.
That dude was chill, bro.
Yeah, how did he fit all of those nuts in his mouth?
That was insane. He had enough nuts to fill a wheelbarrow up in his mouth, dude.
And that's it for the video, you guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and let us know what's up, and subscribe to Dolphin Dreamhouse. We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.